Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. Merciless Vaughn here, back with another Dokkan battle video, and in this one we have EZA and Super EZA details for the Tech Shenron, the Super EZA for the STR Omega Shenron, and then the Super EZAs for the 2nd anniversary units here. And so we're just going to go ahead and go over all of them in this video. Hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new to the channel or you have been here for a while, please consider subscribing and help me get to 550 subscribers. Now, with all that said, let us go ahead and get started here with the Tech Shenron. It's Sin, not Shin. I don't know why it's saying Shin, but whatever. So this is an EZA, obviously. Believe the skill doesn't really matter, but it does get buffed just by only a little bit, though. Let's see here. So there's that. Let's see. These are pretty much his links here: Brutal Beatdown, Big Bad Bosses, GT, Fear and Faith, Shadow Dragon, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. So he's probably going to be the best linking partner for the physical LR Omega Shenron that we just recently got, which is pretty cool. And so his passive skill here is Discharge of Evil. Basic effects: randomly changes key spears of a certain type, tech exclusive to Rainbow Key Spears. Key +2 attack and defense, 150% attack and defense. High chance of performing a critical hit, high chance of launching an additional super. High chance is basically 50%, so you have a 50% chance to do crits and launch an additional super. For 1 turn from the character's injury turn, damage reduction rate 40%. When attacking, disables the enemy's guard, attack, and defense 50% per key spear obtained up to 350%. That's very, very good. Actually, what's another character? Doesn't the Super EZA Int Buhan does that too? I think he does have this same skill, but I think the Tech Shenron here might be a little bit more. I'm gonna have to probably take another look and see. So 4 more key spears obtained, damage reduction 20%. 3 more key spears obtained, chance of performing a critical hit 20%. 4 more key spears obtained, damage reduction rate 20%. 5 or more key spears obtained, chance of performing a critical hit 30%. 6 or more key spears obtained, launching an additional super attack. 7 or more key spears obtained, attacked enemies attack and defense lower for 20% for 2 turns. Very interesting. So if you get, let's see, obviously you want to get all 7, but if you get at least 6 key, you're going to get a guaranteed additional super. You're going to have, what is it, 90% damage reduction. And you're just going to guarantee crit, right? Because his base crit chance is 50. Then you get 20% with 3 key spears. And then you get 30 for 5. So yeah, that's basically 50-50 right there. And that should be 100. And then you can get 90% damage reduction. Well, actually, wait. You're going to have high damage reduction the very first turn anyway. Because you have the 40% and then the key spears. And then with the key spears, that's 80% right there. Yeah, for that 1 turn. Then afterwards, it's just going to be, it looks like 40%. Okay, pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. And then his super attacks effects here greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. Overall, not a bad unit. I mean, I think the only bad thing about this unit is, I mean, he doesn't have guard, which isn't all too good nowadays. You're probably going to want guard and not just like damage reduction and defense. And another bad thing is he is a Rainbow Key Spear changer, but the thing is the Omega Shenron already kind of double orb changes in the Rainbow Key Spear, so you're probably going to run into the problem of having too many Rainbow Key Spears on the field a lot. And that is definitely a possibility. That is something that can happen. But other than that, he does seem pretty good. So now here is the Super EZA STR Omega Shenron here that we're going to take a look at. His passive skill here, attack and defense 150%. All enemies attack down -40% and plus an additional defensive down for 20% for superclass allies. Full power GT bosses category allies. Key +2 attack 40% and an additional 20% attack for characters who are also extreme class. So basically, you're going to run him on a full extreme class anyway. So that's going to be 60% attack support right there, which is pretty good. Per extreme class ally attacking in the same turn, self-excluded, chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate 20%. Attack and defense 100% when attacking. When there is another full power GT bosses category ally attacking in the same turn, 150% attack and defense launches that additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Great chance is 70%. When attacking with 12 or more key, attacking defense 100% as a third attacker any turn, and when the target enemy is in the following status: attack down or defensive down, 150% attack and launches a guaranteed additional super. This is honestly pretty good. Now it just makes me think, like, I don't know, Omega Shenron probably like should have had, like, I talked about it in a video that's probably not up yet, but I think Omega Shenron's domain should have probably had an ability to, like, where like disables enemies immunity, kind of like how TQI Goku's domain cancels dodge canceling. I think Omega Shenron's domain should have done something like that, because there are a lot of like Shenron characters that just like have like some kind of debuff, and I think they should have added that in this domain, and I think that would have made these characters a lot better. And so that's pretty much the this Omega Shenron right here. Now we're going to move on to the Super Saiyan 4s here. Here is the STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Ki +2, attack and defense 200%, great chance of performing a critical hit. Per superclass ally attacking the same turn, attack and defense 100%, damage reduction rate 10%. When there is an extreme class enemy or when there is another GT Heroes category ally attacking the same turn, all allies 40%, guaranteed additional super. When attacking with 12 or more ki, attack 150%. When receiving an attack as the first attacker or the second attacker in a turn, defense 200%. When receiving a super attack, 100% defense temporarily and high chance of nullifying it and carrying with tremendous power. So if he gets hit by a super, he's going to have a 50% chance to nullify it, or he's just going to have like that extra 300% defense. But that's only going to be in slot 1 or 2, as you can see there, for the 200%. And then when receiving a super attack, you get that extra 100%. So not too bad. The Goku does seem pretty good. Is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. What about their super attack effects? Are they not going to get anything? And now we have the Super EZA for the Super Saiyan 4 AGL Vegeta, excuse me. So, Ki +2, attack and defense 200%, launching an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. First superclass ally attacking the same turn, 100% attack and defense, damage reduction rate 10%. When there is an extreme class ally or when there is another GT Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn, all allies defense 40% and guaranteed crits. When attacking with 12 or more ki, 100% attack. As a second or third attacker in a turn, attack and defense 100%. When receiving a super attack, defense 100% temporarily and high chance of nullifying it and countering with tremendous power. So really, with these EZAs, the GT team is probably just going to be like a powerhouse of countering units, because you have the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, they counter Ki Blast supers. Then the Year 7 Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he just counters. And then you have these guys that's going to counter as well. So really, if any of these guys on the GT team gets hit with a super, we have a pretty good chance of countering it and like just doing a lot of damage. So that's honestly really cool. Like, you really don't want to super attack the GT team with all these countering characters on there. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna double check very quickly. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. I forgot, Super EZAs doesn't get anything on their super attack effects. But yeah, so overall, these are 4 of the 10 EZAs that we are getting for this part 2 of the celebration. And the first 4 seem very, very good. This Tech Shenron here and this Super EZA Omega Shenron here are definitely going to help his team. I think the only thing is this Omega right here, he's not going to probably link well with the other physical Omega. But since this is a Sin Shenron, he will link up pretty well with the physical Omega Shenron, so there is that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. As for when these EZAs will come out, I have no idea. It might be here sometime early next week though, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and as usual, until next time.